Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold News Radio.
Bold News Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.
Africa, nakupenda sana yo. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that once you hear that sound, Africa, Africa, nakupenda sana, it is the African experience with me, Dr. HLAMI NGWENYA, here on Bold Move Radio. I'm always not alone, but I'm going with my co-host, Mandla AVENTINA MABUNDA. Mandla, good evening, my sister.
Evening, Doc, and I see today's show proving to be an exciting show, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm happy to be back. So thank you, Doc.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my sister. You know, to our African Experience listeners and viewers out there, we are testing, a new platform, which is very, very exciting. So, yes, and, with technical, things that we are having, and it is an exciting show. Tonight, Mandla, we have a beautiful, beautiful guest. And it happens to be her birthday today. What a coincidence to have, a guest, and it happens to be her birthday. We're looking forward, to hearing her story. She is a powerhouse. And as we know that on this platform, we always have, powerhouses. Mandla, I'm sure you are waiting to see or to hear who this person is.
I'm telling you the excitement, Doc, I have because, as an entrepreneur, it's always nice to sit back and listen to other people and how the journey has been and, learn and glean a few things from what and how they're doing their business. So I cannot wait, and we wish her a very, very beautiful year ahead. So yes, I can't wait to
Okay, so on that note, let me welcome our guest for tonight. Her name is Milhoti Sibeko. Milhoti, good evening to the African Experience Show.
Good evening, Dr. HLAMI. Thank you for hosting me tonight. Good evening, Mandla. It is an honor to be with you on this new platform on my birthday, and I'm excited to be part of this new platform. I'm not a guinea pig, I know, but with technology, we're gonna move. It's a moment to go for it.
Absolutely. You look stunning. Happy birthday once more. I know our listeners are waiting to hear what you have in store for us. I'll start, with our normal question that we ask, our guests. Who is Milhoti Sibeko in a nutshell? Who are you?
Hey, Milhoti Sibeko is a multifaceted individual embodying roles as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, an aunt, and a successful businesswoman.
Oh, I love that part. But I love that part. I love that part of the successful businesswoman because we want to hear a lot about what constitutes, that successful, businesswoman. Mandla, what do you think, my sister there?
Honestly, you see, when I hear success and I hear business, you should see my ears now growing beyond the size of my head because I'm always looking to hear other stories. And, coming back to the show, the show is African Experience. So here we take different people from all walks of life in Africa who have a story to tell. The whole objective is that there will be someone somewhere who will be inspired by your story and now want to go into whatever fields that we are talking about. So this is a very good platform to talk to a successful businesswoman on her birthday, and then hoping and praying and knowing that there is a girl out there or there is an African child out there who would want to know more about your line of work. So with that, we are very happy to have you on the show, but we go back a step back when we are interviewing our people. We want to know, Milhoti, where does your name come from? We know in Africa there's a story behind the name, and we want to know your roots. What can you tell us about who Milhoti really is?
Okay, Milhoti is a little girl that was born and bred in Soweto in 1973. As indicated, I am 51 years old today. It's my birthday. And, I can't thank you enough for choosing this day. Like I said, usually one would be busy on their birthday, but we leave it for later due to other commitments in the family. So I was raised mainly by my father with the help of his siblings, who are my aunts. And unfortunately, the other one passed on during COVID time. And I appreciate what they have done, for me as a little girl, that told me that they worked together, they were united, they were helping a brother to raise his children. And with that, it helped me now as a woman to draw strength and inspiration to bring hope to the little ones within the family who are also not as privileged to be raised by both parents. With regards to my name, I was basically named by my grandmother from my maiden side. She was such a powerhouse. When I think about my granny, I just see her in me, because she was this powerful woman. She was too beautiful, big eyes, dark, but she had lots of strength. She was so strong, and she was a go-getter. So I do not know why she chose to give me her name, but I'm grateful. It was not about tears. The unfortunate part, I don't know how she got the name, but I know she gave me the name.
Yes. No, thank you. That's a very powerful story. And what it could have been tears of joy for all we know. So it doesn't have to be the painful part of tears. But with that, I like the story, how you narrate. Africa, we are good storytellers. And I can tell you now, your story will give someone inspiration. On that note, being a powerful businesswoman, do you go to school for this? What is your academic background? What courses did you do? Business related studies? How did you get to be this powerhouse of a businesswoman that you are today?
Okay, on that note, I did go to school, like Dr. HLAMI narrated at the beginning. I went to boarding school for high school. It was during the time of the riots. And then to fast forward, I hold impressive qualifications in the field of public relations, marketing, and I also hold a certificate in leadership management from Wits Business School. So I do have experience, but with what I studied, it's not in line with where I am currently. I just learned along the way, but as we go, I will be able to explain how it came about.
Okay, let me just come in there as a disclaimer, Mandla. When she talks about the boarding school that she went to, I think our paths, crossed, there. I was in the same boarding school as well. I was a senior student and she was there. Wow, wow, wow. But I want to go back, when you were introducing yourself, you said, you were turning 51 today. I look at you, you look 16. You really, really look 16. You look so young, you look so beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. This is really interesting. Now, tell us more about where did you find, this thing of changing what you have studied and what you are doing now? What triggered that change? What happened in your life where you said, the thing that I studied is not something that will take me where I want to be. I want to take a different, path. What happened and which path did you take?
chose public relations because I am a people's person. I wanted this as a career. I wanted to find myself owning the title of a public relations and communications specialist for a big company. That was my dream. So when I studied PR and I started looking for PR jobs. But at the time, it was so difficult for one to learn such a position. Not that I did not apply, I wanted it so much. I tried communications companies because those were the fields in which I will be able to maneuver and grow within the company. I'm talking Nestle, I tried Mintech, I tried Sale, because those are the companies that I did send my application and none gave me the opportunity to express myself or to prove my capabilities as a public relations officer. So I continued with my job because when I started, I was at the Institute of Journalism, and in there, they took me as a receptionist. I was a very young receptionist there, and I started working for them. And I grew within the institution. It was an NGO. They work with print and radio media, all those things. And then I went to the radio department as a coordinator and to print. So I had already covered the departments within that NGO. And I worked in the position. I got tired of dealing with the same public target market. I then proceeded to get another job, and that's when I started dealing with different target markets, and I felt my PR skills, being utilized. Even though it was not enough for me, I still felt limited, but I managed to at least work, and be able to use some of the skills that are acquired through the studies in public relations.
Wow. Mandla, something that I like, especially with our guests, we are looking at guests that are so versatile. They are so versatile. You start something and you see opportunities, you empower yourself, you capacitate yourself to go to the next level. I'm actually excited to know what you are doing now. What are you doing now currently?
Currently, I am a forever living business owner. I do not work for Forever Living. I am a partner with Forever Living. And how did it came about for me to be a Forever Living partner? It was in 2009, because I have done all these industries, I maneuvered a lot. I even ended up being a public servant. I worked for 2 government departments, and again, I got tired. But then I met this opportunity in November 2009 through a couple. This couple, they are very big in network marketing, and they are great leaders. They introduced me to this network marketing of Forever Living. Their names are Mrs. Sylvia and her husband, Mr. Eric Panga, who remain my mentor even after 14 years in this business. And we are working so well with them because it's a lifelong learning. So they introduced me to this network marketing business, and I just landed a new job, with National Treasury, government department, and I was from SARS. You're wearing that professional hat, you are in this government department, and you will think, man, why would somebody come and introduce me to something that has to do with selling? Thank God I was open-minded enough to take this opportunity, even after having started with my new job for 2 months. And I listened to them. They told me, this is Forever Living company. It is a global company that distributes wellness supplements and skincare, weight management. And then what they do not sell the products to individuals. We as business owners are there to introduce the products to the public. And the reason they do not sell directly to the public is for bridging those gaps, because there are job scarcities, and then people can just start the business and work for themselves, and make a living. So I liked that part about Forever Living, because such a big company, a global company, paying people in dollars, yet they do not have their product on the shelves in these big retail markets. And I felt I have respect for this company. Then I gave it a try. And I did the business part-time 6 years alongside my job. And what happened with all these years that I've been doing the business part-time? I found myself seated on my desk, and I still respect my boss. And with a government, you will be you will know what is happening with the ranks. You are a deputy director, there's a director ahead of you, and then that director, the ranks, how much they earn. Your boss, you will know basically where they are with their earnings. And with Forever, doing it part-time, I found myself earning 5 times more than my salary from Treasury. And I was like, what is this, And having worked for so many years without being able to clear my debts, the business came and it started clearing my debts. So I realized that, no, this is a beautiful business. This is the business that I can pursue full time. So 2015, that's when I decided, you know what? I think I need to resign from my job. The beauty about Forever Living, you will always have a mentor, and you will always have a mentor who's got your interest at heart. So I would always talk to my mentor, and I will be telling them, I think this is the right time to resign, And I told them the reason. I prayed about it because I believed that God directed my path to Forever Living. And I did not want to lean on my own understanding by resigning immediately after seeing a 6-figure income from Forever. I stayed in my job. And sometimes when you share the concept with people, you try to show them where you are financially, they would ask you, so why are you still sitting at your job? And I said, I'm waiting for God to give me a go ahead to resign, because God is the one that gave me this opportunity. And indeed, when the time arrives, there was no hesitation. It was December 2015, and Christmas Day, I went to church, and there was this strong feeling and that small voice that said, yes, this is the time. Believe you me, when we reopened in January 2016, the first thing that I did was to go to HR. You must remember, on the 1st of January is New Year's Day, but the 2nd, I'm at work. As long as it's not on a Sunday and it's not a holiday, I have to be at work. My boss will come back on the 15th and everything. There will be a foundation for the new year. I would have done a lot already by then. So that time when I went back to work, the first thing I did, I handed in my resignation to the HR manager. Unfortunately, my boss was not back yet. Obviously, it's that comfort zone that I'm there, everything will be done. And to his surprise, when he came back, he found that I had already handed in my resignation, and I'm one person who has an utmost respect for bosses at work, for leaders in the business. So I did everything right. I did self-notice for the whole of January. As you can see, today is the 30th of January. And even that time, at the end of the month, it was my birthday. I have resigned. I've served my notice. Then I decided, you know what? I need to go to the beach before I start with this full-time business, being in the streets, not knowing what to expect, but with my mentor by my side, I know I am a conqueror. So we went to Devon, and during that time, we also wanted to get our little ones to fly because it was their first time flying. You must remember, with all the years of working for somebody, you hardly have money for holiday for you and your family. Traveling to Devon on its own, it will take 3 to 4 years of saving money just for that particular holiday. And we won't be free fully to do what we want. It's limited. So
Okay,
that's why,
I'm losing you slowly there.
that's it. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Mandla.
Okay. So you know what? I love this. Like I said, as Africans, we narrators, we tell our stories, and I love the journey. I can see you sitting behind your desk at work and then being frustrated, probably looking for another avenue to make money while spending time with your family. Now I'm taking a scenario where you have a girl child now sitting somewhere, Kamashobze, Kaminga, wherever they could be, and they're listening to your story and they say, you know what, I'm getting inspired by this lady. I also want to have freedom over my time and energy, and whatever I choose to do, I can do anytime. I need that flexibility while also having an income enough to look after my family. Tell us through the steps. What I would maybe ask as onboarding. How does one onboard this girl who's sitting at home thinking, wow, at 50 something, she looks that beautiful. I think I can follow through her steps. What will be the first things, in a nutshell, first things that they will need to do to get to a level of where they can experience financial freedom like you are talking about?
Firstly, it is important for them to understand the company, who is Forever, what is Forever doing, the history of Forever, and the leaders in Forever Living, and the source of income. Why is Forever so rich? Why is Forever still standing? And it towered above the COVID storms. Being people with natural supplements, and you compare to a big company that collapsed during COVID, what keep you standing? So it's important to sit down with an individual to unpack the whole concept of who Forever Living is. Where does it come from? How many countries it operates, and how many people has it impacted across the globe? Obviously, you won't be able to give the whole stat, but you give a scenario whereby somebody sees themselves. I also use the opportunity to share my story in full, and also use the opportunity to share the story of the people that I impacted through Forever Living, for that particular individual to see themselves in there as well, and to believe that I will also change their lives.
Okay, so
Okay, that's quite fascinating.
let me come in there, Mandla. DJ Mercy, if you are listening, just prepare, some pictures. So what are the products that you are dealing with? You talk about, for Forever Living, you are a partner, you are a distributor, natural supplements and things like that. What is the range of products that your business is actually dealing with, if I may ask?
we have a wide range of products. We've got nutritional products, we've got skincare, we've got weight management. And as you can see me seated here today, my pictures are available, accessible in my book. When you see a young person, I'm 50 today, that we use, I'm aging backwards. I deal with my skin from inside out. I take tablets that will give me the skin that I have today. I do not depend on foundation for my face. I can somehow use eye makeup and leave my face as is without any foundation. I will still be able to be attractive enough to address big audiences. I also have weight management products. Those are the products that I use as well because not because I've got weight, I've gained weight or I've got a big weight or so, is because the weight management package that we have, one of them is the detoxing package. So that one, it helps you to detox, not necessarily for people who want to lose weight only. So if you want to detox, like with me, you would use that product and you will find your skin glowing as well, because as it helps with the toxins in the body, it also deals with the digestive system, and your skin will tell you that you are using forever product. You see, we're coming from that those traditional times whereby, our grannies used to give us castor oil or brook lax for you to cleanse your system. Not today. Our kids are not even doing that because we have forever products to help us cleanse our systems. Even with our young ones, they never suffered acne because we've got powerful personal care products that we use. We've got powerful soap, a bar soap, and avocado soap that we have that I love so much. We also have the Forever complex tablets that I love so much. It tones your skin, you glow, and it does not change your complexion. So those are the power of Forever Living. They always support, and promote our health. There are people who will suffer from different conditions. Like I said, we sit down with people, make them understand who Forever is. When I sit down with a prospective partner, I'm actually looking for a partner or a customer. Out of that meeting, I must come out with one, because people need our products, but people need wealth as well. So those are the products that we use. I'm not sure if we are able to display some of them, Dr. HLAMI, so that the people can see among other products that we have.
Okay, yeah, I will check, with our technical producer if we are able to display some. But if we are not, then we'll definitely, get people to follow you on your social media, because that is where I found a lot of, some of the information and products, and I'm like, I'm looking at your skin, if you are glowing. And when you say 51, I know a lot of people won't even believe it because you look so young, you look so beautiful. And if you are saying you are doing that because of, the product that you are using and the product that you are selling, that is something that, we should be looking out for. Mandla, Mandla, my friend, what do you think about this? This is really, really, really very interesting.
Indeed, Doc. So mine is going back to making money. We're all about that. Now, there's that girl again from the rural areas of Guyana. How does she get to make money? What are your onboarding procedures? Is there a starter pack that she has to buy? Is there levels that she needs to realize certain incentives? How does that work? How does your partner become your partner?
Thanks for that question, Mandla. After having shared the concept with the person to make them understand what this journey is about, they decide, like I say, I either get a business partner or a customer. If they choose to become a business partner, I will take them through the orientation. This is the next step. Now we are talking as business partners. And this is the orientation where I will discuss the way forward. Firstly, we need to get these people to get their investment back, because you coming on board, there is a starter kit that you have to purchase. So you have purchased this starter kit, and it makes you a forever business owner. Now, this is your first month. You want to know, you want to make money. I promised you that there is money in here. Firstly, I'm going to take you through how you're going to recover the money that you invested, which is the point of departure. You know why we start there? Because it's imperative for people to trust this business. There are so many fly-by-nights out there. So it's crucial for me to work with this person in their first month to recover the money that they paid for the starter kit, whether they sold the product in the kit or not. And how do I do that? I am there as a support structure. I am there as a mentor. All that I request that they do for me is to expose me to the people that they know, and I will use my story to start building their story. When I look at my story, indeed, I find it selling.
I'm losing you. We are losing you, short.
Is it? My network is stable this side. I'm not sure if it's on your side. So what I was saying is, I believe my story is selling. So when I stand in front of your audience that you gathered, whether you want me to drive down to Kaminga or you want me to drive down to Guyane, I do it. I use my petrol to support you because I want you to grow. This is the promise that I made to you as a young woman from Kaminga. Now, I share the business history, source of income, the marketing plan, how to come on board. And I share my story. And out of the people who are seated there, definitely people will buy from this story. It is exciting. It is inspiring story. Looking at somebody who worked for so many years, yet could not clear the debts, but through this business, they were able to pay fees for the kids, once off every year. And we live in the south of Johannesburg. Pay off your bond in the south of Johannesburg, buy other properties through this business and invest in more properties and become a landlord, and then buy the car of your choice. Also, because forever is always dangling a carrot, and that is what motivates you to pull other people to duplicate your success. We always have dreams. Even when I'm seated here, I'm seated in a house that was built out of forever living earnings. This is the house that we didn't see ourselves living in if we continued with our jobs without being entrepreneurs, meaning risk takers, to do a business that will take you to your dreamland. So we bought a stand for $1 million cash. Let me tell you something about that. You wanted to hear more about money, Ceci, Mandane?
Yeah.
Purchasing a stand for $1 million cash. it means we have the million in our account, right? We had worked for more than 5 years, and we've never touched a million, but only 6 years in the business, you are able to say, I am a millionaire. And paying that land, land in our country is expensive. Purchasing it for $1 million, just stand, you leave it, and you decide, what do I want to build? It also gives us incentives to travel the world. Over and above that, you also get the incentive to travel the world. We've been to over 11 international countries with my husband through forever.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Dr. HLAMI.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I was still talking about the international trips. We've been to over 11 countries through forever. You see, this is another part. I never dreamt of traveling because I was locked in that box and I was thinking within the box. Now, through forever living, I'm able to think out of the box because I'm traveling the world. To travel is to learn. We learn about different cultures, but we learn about more successful people in this business, because when you travel, that's where you meet with the whole 160 countries, and we share strategies, we motivate each other, and you look at what exactly this is. I'm happy with this happy family, and you are able to pull other people to travel with you. But a whole lot of families that are traveling with us, every year we travel because we promise them that you are going to work and duplicate us. One thing about Forever is a business of duplication. Remember, when I was introduced to this business, I was introduced by a couple who bought mansions for their children for 4 million each. Every time a child turns 29 in the family, a gift is a 4 million mansion. And I looked at this and I was like, no, this sounds too good to be true, but I want it. And I got into this business and we started working with them. This is the couple that shown us that you can make millions, and they don't talk about what they don't do. They have done it. We saw them 1 year getting a check. We we share the profit with the company in dollars, and they got 299,000 US dollars worth of a profit share check. That is, to bring it closer home, a 13th check. And when we convert that money into rands, it was 3.6 million. And Forever does not hesitate. When you qualify, it's a numbers game. Where are these numbers coming from? From the families that you are helping. Hence, it's very important to keep helping people and to increase the number of people you are helping, because Forever pays you for that. Forever pays you for getting people to duplicate your success. That motivates you to help many people, and it eliminates depriving people of growth. It eliminates jealousy. You cannot be jealous of a hard worker in your team in Forever Living, but be a hard worker under your boss at work and see how you become a threat. So in Forever, we are excited at all times, and we are always looking forward to helping the next family. Every time you look at it and say, who is next? Hence, we constantly marketing on social media. We try as much as we can to spread the word, because if it was for me, I would like on top of my house roof and start talking to people to make them understand how big this business is. This business has got royalty income. This business is the business that if something happens to me, the business can be handed over. My kids can continue the legacy that I would have left for them. They continue from where I left off. But at work, when I resign, should I die, they replace me, and my kids cannot be placed in the position. So this is the power of leaving. Another highlight about this business is during COVID, we didn't know what to expect. It was announced that there's this pandemic and it might last for 2 years. And I looked at us, my kids, my husband, and we looked at the investments, acquired through Forever. We realized that, yes, we can live for the next 2 years without anything from Forever. But what happens after these 2 years? If this pandemic continues beyond these 2 years, what do we do with the lifestyle that we have now? But by God's grace, we towered above the financial storms. Forever was making more money behind those doors during COVID. That made me realize that, yes, I'm at the right place, because I was frightened by the big companies that collapsed, people with big positions that lost their jobs, and you end up looking and thinking, how do I help all these people? It's a magnitude of people, even if I'm making money. There's no way. The only way to help them is for them to join the business.
Okay. Wow. Your story, I'm just listening. I can see you glowing even when you are sharing the story. Something funny with this show, when we are having fun and we are really being, inspired, the time, it's really running. So people that are listening, and you are selling your story very well, and they feel, oh my God, I would like to know more about this. I would like to invite her. Where do they get you? How do they get hold of you?
With pleasure. I am on Facebook as Milhoti Sibeko, and I'm on Instagram, Hloti44. I'm available on my numbers. I don't know if I should share the numbers here on this platform.
Yes, you can. You can share the numbers.
My numbers are 082 877 8516. And then I would be delighted to be invited. I travel a lot to help people. Don't think, if you are listening now and you think I'm in the south of Johannesburg and you think it's far. No place is far for me as a Forever Living, because that is the tradition of the business. It is the business that taught us about changing lives. Hence, we'll travel to Botswana. We have business in Mafikeng. We have business in Australia. We recently opened a business in Saudi Arabia. So there's no place that is too far for us. We support technology as well, enable us to reach out to the people. So this is the power that Forever holds. And this is the power that Forever gave to us by developing us personally. Because if you look at me today, if my boss can come today and listen to me talking the way I do, they won't believe it's me, because in that box, I was not as confident and as free in the boardroom, because it went with levels. I was not at the level whereby I need to be free, because there's somebody who needs to be free on our behalf as a unit within the department.
I see.
So Allah, what Forever is doing to us, personally, you get developed and you are also able to help other people to duplicate what you do while changing their lives. What I usually say to the people is, people would say to you, I love your business, but I'm not a salesperson. That is a low statement, because wherever people are, they are selling, but not for themselves. They are uplifting somebody who's going to decide how they must earn. In Forever, you write your own paycheck. All I can also share to motivate you is that my daughter, she is 19 years now. She's in her second year of tertiary at a private tertiary institution due to Forever funding. Her high school was funded by money purely from the sales. People look at us holding that yellow aloe vera gel or holding the skincare that was displayed just now.
Yeah.
And they
While we are there, before we finish, let me ask our technical producer to share.
Okay. Yeah, this is yet another powerful liquid soap that we have, is aloe face and hand soap. This is the soap that you use, and you can use it for the whole house. You know, this is a multi-purpose soap. It doesn't work for the body only. If you've got stains in your kitchen, your cupboards, this soap will remove them. We are here because of the power of the product of Forever, because they are all aloe based. So aloe, the species of aloe that they use is so powerful, hence it's able to cleanse your place and you won't regret. You will want to use the product. You won't want to use anything once you start using Forever products. I love that product too.
Hey, wow,
Yeah.
wow. I was hoping that
picture, there's no foundation there. Look at that one. This is one of our events. We also have an event called Success Day. Success Day happens on quarterly basis, and it's a gathering whereby we invite everyone, like Sesmanda was talking, we invite even those who are not in the business, for them to witness, you know, the success of Forever people. And when you're there, you will be amazed at the magnitude of people who are all happy, dancing and all that. And as a guest, it will take time for you to adapt, but after the event, you will not be you will be a different person, because your mindset will be different as to, I shouldn't prejudge. Look at these people, but you walk out to the parking lot, you see the smart cars that these people drive simply because of promoting the product. Here is another product.
This is so beautiful.
This is a moisturizing lotion. It has elastin, it has collagen. If you know very well, collagen products are very, very expensive. But for that tube, you pay only 293 rands. So some people will say, I just want to test the product before I do the business. I am able to sell to you as a customer, and then you use the product, you see the benefits, then you come back. You already are able to share, you know, the benefits with other people. And by the time you start with your business, you are able to customize your starter kit and take what you know that you're going to deliver, and you get your money. One other thing about our business that I encourage, because every leader would have their team, I always encourage my team not to give products on credit. You see people, they will buy these weaves cash, they will go to Woolies, they buy cash, but I know Woolies has got accounts, but there are people who do not sell products on credit. They will buy them cash. So why would they want to come to Forever and ask for credit? So we don't give products on credit because we want to see this money. I love the product displayed
Wow,
now.
it's interesting. It's very interesting, and I know you are passionate. You want to share everything. However, because this is a platform for this media space, we for our program only allocate like an hour, and I see we're only shy of 3 minutes to go. So on that one, I want you've already shared how they can get hold of you, right? If someone now says, I have a small amount of cash with me, I want to join this, how much is that starter pack? So as we are rounding up, tell us how much is a starter pack that one will need to invest in so that they can kickstart their journey. And then number two, take us how many levels will they need to have, or how many people in their level they need to have so that they can start now getting that, you said, return on their investment. And then there, do you offer these trainings? Can people now, as in tomorrow, can they call you and say, come and tell us more about? And then your future plans as a roundup. Your future plans, we always have what we call your parting shots. What would be your parting shot to someone who's really considering the network platform as a way of doing their own business? So it's a number of things that we need you to quickly touch on as we now go to.
Firstly, we have two options as for investing in the starter pack. There's one for 9,300, and then there's one that is on promotion for 6,500. Both starter packs enable one to be a business owner. With a 9.3, you are able to customize and choose the products that you want. And that one will give you options as well, because some people will say, I want to start with a business, but I don't have the full amount. You can divide the 9.3 into 4, you pay 2,350. You still get products for the money that you paid, and we start working with you while we're building you to become a full Forever business owner. You can also pay half of the 9.3, 4,650. Again, we start working with you, but there's a minimum order of 1,500. It enables you to start with a business, and we start enabling you to invite people that we will do the presentation to. And as they come on board, I will be the presenter. I'm your mentor. I'm supporting you. But the people that you invited, because Forever is not a push-push, they take the business directly under you. And when you introduce a person who purchases a starter pack in Forever, you get paid for it. So that's how they will recover their money. Let's say somebody paid 6,500, which is a once-off starter kit. That one has no installments. And then I encourage them to introduce 5 people in their first month. And for each person, they pay 1,680, each person coming directly under you. So you take the 1.680 times 5, it brings even more than what you have invested. And you have a team of 5 people, you are number 6. Now we gather as a team, we start helping these people to also recover their money. This is how we build the tree that will take you to your dreamland. And as for where do I see myself in the future, I see myself through giving. I want to empower the families that I introduced to Forever, see them achieve even more than I did. I also envisions myself continuing to make a positive impact, expanding my entrepreneurial skills and endeavors, and inspiring others to reach their full potential. I see myself building a holiday home for my family outside Gauteng province. It's a goal, it's there. And one day you will call me back into this platform. I will showcase the home. And to give an advice to someone listening now, I would like to the listeners to embrace their entrepreneurial spirit, pursue their passions relentlessly, and never underestimate the power of resilience and determination in achieving success. May I close with a quote by Richard Branson. I quote, "If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure if you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later." I close quote. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm sure our listeners are already thinking, when are they going to invite you so that, you can, they can start, and walking the journey with you. Thank you so much, Milhoti, for blessing our, studio today. Wow. We learned, and thank you so much. This is what we have time for tonight. And we want to say thank you to our technical producer, DJ Messi there, and the entire team. And really thank you also to our listeners who are always, spending, this hour with us. I'm sure we will have time to actually invite you again where you can showcase. I'm in Cape Town, and perhaps we'll also invite you so that, you start, sharing with our people here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have time for tonight. Thank you, and thank you again for always, be spending some time with the African experience. Next week, we meet on the same platform, same time, with yet another powerhouse. Thank you, and thank you so much, and God bless. Thank you
for hosting me, Dr. HLAMI, and the entire team. Thank you.
Streaming 24/7.